Yeah, I don't have my microphone on, y'all, today, so you're probably gonna hear a bunch of cartoons in the background. I think I'm gonna take my son down to the old neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, on Washington. A lot of history on this corner right here, as you can see. I ain't been down here in a minute. My homeboy's mother still stays down here, and it's been years. I should have brought him down here to see her. And I think I'm gonna try to go down there and contact them real quick. I don't like popping up on nobody or nothing like that, but you know, I think I'm gonna try to just go down. Since I'm in the area, I'm gonna try to go down there and just stop by real quick, you know, and just see. There's been some adjustments in the area, and I'm gonna try to capture that, get that on camera. I spent a lot of time. Let me see, which way do you go? Okay, they got a bike lane. They never had this there before. This wasn't something that they had. Now this ain't the bridge that fell, 35, y'all. So remember, I used to walk down here. Remember when I used to tell you about all them stories? Off to the right, you see they didn't have that up there before. We used to play at this field right here a lot. I walked up and down this block thousands of times coming up from, I would say, the late 80s, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, this is the Riverview Towers. We used to think people had a little money going all up in there. I'd always walk on this side of the street. Now they make you park, which is insane. You know, it's very, very insane. I'm about to see if she's home. I don't even remember which one she stays at. This is where the raccoons used to be back down here. You see this little handicap parking. That's where I took my first album cover. And you know, I'm about to try to see. I don't even think you're supposed to like park. Well, let me see. I ain't parked over here in a while, but let me see where she stays at. I'm gonna see if she's home. Come on. So this is about an old house. We just stopping by real quick. My mom used to stay right here in 53. We play at this playground right over here. Giving y'all a little, taking my son around, showing him the old neighborhood. I ain't been back here in many years. I just didn't really want to bring myself. They done got the mirror up here. I don't know if they had this. And see, we used to stay, I remember that they didn't have as many flowers planted. They go to the football or the basketball. We used to stay right back here. And if you go in the back, man, they got it looking way nicer than how it used to be. This is where the raccoons used to be. We had a neighbor right here. We used to always like this house right here. We used to play right over there. And then in the back, we used to ride our bikes all the way through here. There used to be raccoons and all kind of stuff. And we walked all the way back through down here. Next time I walk through and take a little stroll. So just give y'all an idea of, you know, how we used to grow up. And then what we used to do is we run all the way up to the projects. We get into a fight in the project, to see the Riverside projects, had to sock somebody up and run all the way home before the police come. So yeah, the bridge fell right over there, y'all. Right over by that building. That's where the 35W bridge was. But like I said, we used to stay right back over there. So, and at one point, I think my mom stayed right here. You know, but that's where we used to stay, 41 20th Avenue South. So, yep, I just wanted to show my son this, and we gonna head back over south, get some pizza and whatnot, you know, and keep it moving. All right, we gonna turn around. This is where, now they say don't go no further. Right here, they say the bridge is closed. The Dinkytown Greenway Bridge is closed. This used to be a train station right here. You see right there, that's where the train station. We used to hop on that train and run across the train you know. Now it's a walkway with bikes and everything. So, gotta pull out a little bit, make sure we good. All right, so we're gonna take River Road this time. Hopefully it's not too bad. It's the old neighborhood. Now I feel a little better about coming down now. For a long time I didn't want to come down. I guess didn't want to have the memories. But you know, sometimes you gotta revisit those memories, man. You know, I spent a lot of time. They might want to get on the sidewalk. Kind of goofy. So this is West River Road Parkway. Remember we did West River Road before. You got to watch yourself because they kind of moving. They moving and grooving down here. So they spent a lot of money. Minneapolis spent a lot of money getting this together. I did spend a lot of time going down here. We used to walk. My mom used to bring me and my brother. We used to walk all the way through this road. Not on the right side, of course. There's nowhere to go. But on the left side, you know, where the trail is. And I spent a lot of time, man. Like, even when I was working at Coloplast, my mom was still alive. I spent a lot of time taking West River Road. Especially, West River Road goes all the way, you know, from the north side. You dig? Yeah. West River Road, it goes all the way from the north side. You know what I mean? So I think I got time to hit the south side. Grab him a little burger. I don't know if he'll eat Wendy's or whatnot, but he likes Culver's. So we'll just take West River Road around here. I didn't get a chance to go home. I wish y'all could see the left side. Let me see if I can turn it a little bit. You can see it just a little bit. And I might have to just cut this off when I edit it, or I might just upload it as it is. But off to the left, you see there's a dock where people could put their boats. You could take the river pretty much all the way. That's why they call it River Road. West River Road. That's why they call it River Road. So, you know, every now and then when I'm in Minneapolis, sometimes I just want some old memories and I just jump on River Road. You know, most of the time I'll be in St. Paul. You know, I get on the other side. I guess you could say East River Road, you know, East Bank. We in the West Bank right now. Now, you're getting ready to come up on this thing. Now, I don't know what they're doing, but dude, I really don't know what they're trying to do. But they're not paying attention at all. This road is closed right here going to Franklin. I don't know why it's closed. Maybe they're doing some construction. I don't even know if that's something that but, you know, we got to go up. If I was going to Franklin, I could just go up that way. So, like I said, I've taken this road over 20 years, almost 20 years of my life. I remember as a child taking this road. You know, after church, sometimes we take this road. So, wow, that's an epiphany. The same thing that I'm doing with my son right now is what my father would do. And you see that other detour, how they kind of, you know, so I try to widen it up. Yeah, wait till I get this new equipment. We really gonna go hand me on here. So now you could take this to the right on Franklin. I'm gonna keep on going. They said there's a detour, so I'm just gonna keep on going. Stop by my grandma's house, you know. See, there's kids off to the left. You probably can't see them very well. I think my sugar's low. I got a little headache. I think I need to eat something. I really don't want no damn Wendy's, though. I'm going to be honest. I really, really don't. So, just for the sake of time, we just going to bust a right here. Y'all have seen this in prior videos before, where if you take a left, we'll just go down this way. As you can see, the neighborhood gets much nicer. Move that over for y'all real quick. And it starts getting a little jankier as you go along, but as you can see, you know, you got to have a couple paper. I always like how that house was on the side. right there. You know what I'm saying? This is where your so-called, now a lot of times you'll be looking and be like, oh, it gets a bunch of hippie liberals that ain't got no money over here. Man, please. That's what you think. These folks got a couple bucks. Some of them. Some of these houses is going for way over the price they ought to. The detour is going to bring you to Franklin. This is East 31st. I'm just going to go up another block because I don't, I want to go across Matthews Park again. So when we go into this Wendy's, we good. So, like I said, I didn't mean to do a video or nothing like that in this regard, but I said, well, since I'm bringing him over there, it was good for him to think, I went to go see one of my homies' mothers. I haven't been over there, like I say, in a very, very long time. This is Matthews Park. Used to be a beautiful park. You still see some people that's at the park. Used to be. This neighborhood has taken a major, major hit. Our mayor and our governor has done a horrific job of keeping Minneapolis where it ought to be. And I know they're just one man, but the thing is, man, they've let the sewer neighborhood go into total disarray. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm about to do a video. You can't go that way. Okay, I'm going to bust a right. We'll just go over here by Skoll's Liquor. Like I say, I love my town. I'm from here, so I can criticize it. I have that right. I've put in enough work to do so. But the thing is, man, is they've let this place just go to. Now right here, that's True Stone Financial. That's a credit union. I've always loved this building. Now this is La Perla. They do the tortillas. So the Mexicans got this whole thing. Shout out to them. But like right here, let me see if y'all could get it. Off to the left, you see this building. I think it's an engineering building, or it's called Vine Arts. But they got it's a huge building that takes up the block before the railroad comes. And it's just nothing but vines. But they called it something else back in the day. But I think they used to have like an engineering program. Now, this is the Lake Street off to the right. That's like the Lake Street. That trail goes all the way up to Uptown and I think beyond. And I think there were some shootings back there not too long ago. I'm over here where they used to have the shootings. Just a couple blocks away. This is a building, like I told y'all, this building ain't been around for that long. So we just gonna go over here and go to Wendy's real fast. We just gonna go to Wendy's, grab him a little burger, see if he likes. I don't think he likes Wendy's that much, but we just gonna go ahead and, you know what I mean? This building, of course, is new. Spent a lot of time over here. Twin City Lawmen and Security Sheriff. They got security over here now. Like I say, this was night and day to when I was growing up. They got Wells Fargo here. A lot of the Somalis rock with Wells Fargo. So the Somalis got a restaurant right here too. And here go Aldi's. I've never been to this Aldi's. I'm going to be honest. Never been to this Aldi's whatsoever. Aldi's got a lot of good deals. But this Aldi's used to be a couple blocks up. So, this Aldi's used to be a couple blocks up. So, you got whites, you got blacks, you got a lot of Somalis over here. You got foundationals, you got, you got a little bit of everybody over here that stays in here. Cause this is close to the sewer neighborhood. Longfellow. Thought I knew him for a second. I don't know. I'm about to see if I could go in here this way. I'm going the wrong way. But, yeah, let me see if I can't turn around. Yeah, I went in the wrong way. Super wrong way. But let me see if I can't, rectify it. This used to be the Wendy's right there. Little late night dates. And Negroes know what I'm talking about. And this lady's just standing here while people are ordering. She ain't supposed to be standing there. So she's probably going to ask for something, but, I ain't really got nothing. I got everything on the card. But yeah, she's standing right here by the people that's ordering. So I'm gonna pause this for a minute. So the lady was asking me for a cigarette. They hot, but they kind of salty. But it's late, y'all. People ask me, some people are like, DP, why don't you come to the city that much no more? Because everything that used to be in the city that I loved is gone. Most of the people that were from this city are gone. So I don't really have much of a reason to come back. To a certain degree. They got a Chase Bank that's about to be over here. Right here, we on 29th. East 29th. You got the Cub over on the left, like I showed y'all before. Huntington's still there. Every now and then, I like to roll around in the dirt. Like I said, I'm going to have to pick up one of my homies one day. And we do a little video. I think that's what we're going to do next time. We're going to do a little video of what's going on. I'm going to put him on the mic. And we just going to do a video where I take maybe 2 cameras. And these fries are salty as hell. They're good though. I ain't gonna lie. These motherfuckers good. Lord have mercy. Right here, the Ethiopians got this spot. It's like a little church they got. It used to be a printing place. And we fried good. Salty as hell. Alright, that's about enough. Oh, that's too salty to me. Y'all ever had some salty fries where you know they ain't no good, ain't gonna do you no justice, but them joints is hitting? Anybody that from Minneapolis that might listen to this, remember Shorty and Wags, man, them was some salty ass fries, but them joints was on point. So I'm gonna have to get some water and some tea when I get over my grandma's house. It was so good to see my homeboy's mother. And I apologized to her profusely. I said I should have been came down here. After my mom passed, I just kind of been like, I just ain't really, it took a lot to get to that area and stuff, and I had to get over there. Fun City Dogs. You got a dog, bring them over here. Shamrock Company. That's a water company. They make ice. Okay? They got a mosque over here on the left side. The Somali community's real big. This is a Taifiq Islamic Center. You know what I mean? So we're just a block off of Franklin. A road that I've known for a very, very, very long time. It's bittersweet, this area, because like I've seen what it used to be. It was never perfect, but I mean, damn near like it's, man, in my 20s, man, even when Perkins was around, people used to act the fool at the Perkins sometime, man. Perkins was a staple. Perkins was phenomenal. They got something called Hooball Grill. Perkins was phenomenal, man. As a kid, like I remember we went up there, and I've been going up there my whole damn life. I've been going up there my whole life. So of course, you know what I'm saying? I feel a certain way about this neighborhood because I grew up, like I say, in Cedar Riverside, River Bluff, the West Bank, and the Sewer neighborhood is where I did all my growing at. All right, I'll holler at y'all in a minute.